In this seed, we got a perfect plains seed. As you can see, right at spawn, a lot of great building potential because there's a lot of flat area. I mean, look at this. This is like just really, really good. Come over here. You got some more right over here. Some of the areas do have little holes in them like that, which might require a little bit of filling up. And like right there. But for the most part, there's not much terraforming you're going to need to do. There's a little lava lake right there. And if we follow the river, actually you do have this little entrance right there. Looks pretty cool. Follow the river. You got this, not quite an island area right here. Really good spot for building. And if we head over in this direction a little bit more, the hill will be your guide. You got a pretty cool river village, or a dam village, because this river area here is kind of turned this area into a dam. That's not going to be really good for their flood insurance, but yeah. Anywho, enjoy. In this seed, we got another perfect plains seed. We do have a rune portal, so if you want to follow that river right there, got a rune portal towards the outlet of the river area going out into the lake or ocean. That looks pretty cool. But as for the plains part, there you go. It's actually surrounded by forest, so I kind of like this. Some people have been asking for more seeds where it's surrounded by various forests, so there you go. You have a little bit of flat area right here. Over there you got some more as well, as you can see right there on the other side of this hill, and even a little bit on top of this hill. While the area is not necessarily as large as some of the more massive ones, the amount of flat area to work with is still pretty good. So, enjoy. In this seed, we got another perfect plains seed. As you can see, a lot of flat area right there, right at spawn. Great for building. If we turn it over here, you do have a little island and a large body of water right here. Got some jungle over there, and more water for you to explore upon. But if you want to just explore on this part or just stick to this, it's a really good survival seed. A lot of flat area to build. Got this little area right here in this cave entrance. And if we come over here, you do have a sparse jungle, which, as you know, it's one of my new favorite biomes, because you can get little areas like this where there's a little bit of flat area just kind of just spread throughout the sparse part of the jungle, making it more viable for you to make a build instead of having to terraform a large part of the jungle in order to be able to start building. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Enjoy. In this seed, we got another perfect flatland seed, and this one's more for those who are kind of sick of the heat, sick of the weather. You got a nice snow seed, like right there. Really good flat area for building. You do have a pretty large forest area right there, some with snow on it, some without. You do have a little bit of a plains biome right here with a pretty large hill on top there with a little bit of meadow on top there. In between these two hills, you do have a village in the plains area right there. However, if we continue exploring the spawn area, you got a lot of flat area for building in the snow. Some of it is on the frozen river for those who like building on there. But as you can see, just overall, really, really good snow seed for building. In this seed, we got a perfect coastal seed with a lot of flat area. So it's a really good coastal flat area right there, as you can see, right at spawn. Nice coastal area, large body of water right there. You got a decent amount of trees there and some more right there for those who are playing in survival. And then it kind of just comes into this little bay area right here. And you got some more flat area right here. Got some really good scenery right there. You got a little bit of snow, a little bit of forest area on this side, and you got the sakura trees over here. And if we head over to this area, as you can see, that's the spawn area. If we head over here, you got even more flat area right here, although that is a bit of gravel area. I really don't like that, but overall, just a really, really good plains part of this seed right here. Great for building, a lot of great build potential. And you do have this part of the biome up here on the other side of the river. a little bit more flat area for building here, and you have a sakura biome with another river between this hill and that hill. Just really, really good potential for building. As you can see, you could have really good scenery here. You got the nice little bay area right there, and honestly, just really, really good coastal seed. In this seed, we got another perfect flat seed. Now, this one's going to be in a meadow biome. As you can see, we're pretty high up on the hills. We're not in the lower elevations. And right by spawn, you do have a really good building location right here. A lot of flat area. You got a little bit of lava lake. And if we head to the other side of this little snowy area, you have a pillager tower with more flat area for building on this meadow hill. And you do have a couple craters. This one actually just a small little hole. A little crater right there for those who enjoy these kinds of features. Want to convert them into some kind of build. And then more flat area by this little village area right here. So as you can see, there's the spawn. Here's a little village area right here. And you do have some great building spots right next to the village as well. So overall, really good flat seed. Pretty cool village location. Nice pillager tower location. And just overall, the perfect flat seed. In this seed, we got another perfect plains seed. A lot of great building locations. So you got this nice little coastal area. And you do have a decent amount of flat area right on the other side of this water area right here, this bay. Pretty good build location, but right by spawn, you're gonna have a pretty good plains location, as you can see right here. However, once you cross the river, you do have this really, really good plains. This is like a really good building location. A lot of flat area for building on that lower area right there. A little bit of flat area to build right here, right next to this little village. Honestly, just a really, really good spot. And look at that. A ruined portal in the middle of the village. I always like this when this occurs. You know, honestly, this is really, really cool. Now, if we come over here, like I said before, you have a really good plains biome, but you also have this really cool scenery right over here. As you can see, hill and kind of like just dips down and it goes up there, and then you got some stuff in the background as well. Up here though, you have a little bit of flat area to build right here. Not as much as I would have liked, but it's still pretty good. If you want to build something up here, you got a nice scenery from up here looking down as well. So enjoy. In this seed, we got another perfect flatland seed. It's not going to be in the plains biome right there, although there's a little bit of flat area right there if you want to build. You do have some forest, savanna, and jungle over in that direction for those who like a little bit of tree variety. However, if we turn around, you have a little bit of flat area leading up to this desert village. It's a pretty good sized desert village as well, as you can see. On the other side, you got a lot more flat area to work with. Just look at that. Really, really good flat desert seed right here. You do have a little bit of a ruined portal right here. Not as massive as they can be, but it's still a pretty good size one. You do have a couple trees in this desert. If that wasn't up your alley over there. If you head over here, you do have a Badlands biome. And a little bit more flat area. Not as much as was right there, right by this little river. But still a decent amount, as you can see. So, this is up your alley. Enjoy. We got another perfect flatland seed. This one does have an island at spawn. You get this little part right here. Really good spot for building right there. On top of this part of the hill. Right here as well. A lot of great build potential. Now, if that island is a little bit too deformed and you want a little bit less of a hassle and you don't want to build on this island, if you come over in this direction, as you can see, you got pretty good scenery. Some jungles, some birch, and some other forest area right over there. You do have a really good building spot along this coastal area right here. a lot of flat area for building. And you do have a pretty large tree supply right there. And if we head over here, that's a spawn. So across this bay, you will have some flat area along the coastal area or in between the channel, between that island and this one. And just keep going, and as you can see, a lot of great build potential. Now, up on the hill, you do have some more flat area, but some of it might require a little bit of terraforming. As you can see, you do have a decent amount. As you can see, right there. And on top of this hill, you might want to flatten it a little bit, but that can be a really good spot as well. So, enjoy. In this seed, we got another little perfect flatland seed. However, we're going to cover the snow portion of this seed first. You do got a little bit of flat area right there, but not as much in the snow plains side of things. Do have these nice scenery right here, snow hills, a little village right there, as you can see. And you do have a little bit of flat area next to this frozen river. However, if we head over here, you got a pretty large plains biome with a lot of flat area. So if you really like snow and plains hybrid biomes, there you go. You also have this rune portal off into the distance right here. You do have some more rivers over there. Really good building location right next to this rune portal. And as you can see, got a little bit more flat area right there. And you do have a village off into the distance. So look at this part of like the peninsula right there. Really good build location. As you can see, got the snow seed over there, or the snow biome over there. Got the nice plains area right over there. And you have a village off in the distance right over there. So really good building location. Enjoy. In this seed, we got another perfect plains seed. So right over here, right by spawn, you do have a little bit of flat area right here, and goes up to where that river is. Got a nice little village on this hill, which honestly is pretty cool location the way it's just kind of situated like that. Kind of goes in here. This house just fell in. And right over there on the other side, you got a little bit more flat area and a pillager tower. So this is honestly pretty cool. However, if we head over here, you will come across a little bit of an interesting feature. This part of the plains biome does get a little bit hilly, so you're not going to really have much flat area for building until you get to the other side of the hill. Then you'll have a little bit. On this side, you have a little village, a little bit of flat area right there, a little crater, or two little craters right there. And on top of here, you do have a little meadow biome, which does have some flat area right here, a little bit right there, and you do have a little crater with some trees in it as well. So if you like that, enjoy. We got a perfect massive flatland seed right at spawn. As you can see, you got a lot of plains just surrounding you. You got a little bit of flat area right on top of that hill right there. We go over in this general direction. Right next to this lake, you have a little bit of flat area, pretty much surrounding the entire lake. And you do have a little bit of an island right there. And if you don't mind putting a little bit of blocks on that, you can expand that right there, because that's a really shallow part of this lake right here. You do have a nice little village over there, some plains area with some flat area surrounding it. And over there, you got a little bit of flat area to work with as well by those trees. And if we head over here, we're going to get a little bit less flat area to work with, but we do have another village. And in this little bowl area, you do have some flat area to work with as well. So overall, a really good seed. A lot of flat area, a couple villages. So enjoy. In this seed, we got another perfect massive flatland seed. Now, over here, you do have a little bit of the snow biome right here. Decent amount of flat area to work with for the size of this snow plains biome. You do have a large ice spike biome right in the middle right there. You do have some more flat area over there in the snow plains, and not so much over there, it's mostly hills. But if we turn around, you got a regular plains seed with a lot of flat area to work with. You got a lot right there. You got even more over there. You also have another village by that little lake right over there. And if we come over here, we got some more. I mean, just look at it. Really, really good survival seed with a lot of great building potential. Like right here is another pretty great flat part of the seed, as you can see. And we got a little bit more over here. And that is pretty much it. So, if you like massive flatland seeds, there you go.